Hi, I'm T from Pilates Pro Maintenance. Today I'm here with Gratz, and I will give you a short tip on how to make your reformers less squeaky or more quiet. We get this constant complaint of reformers which are recently serviced and everything's working properly. However, people still hear this squeak that goes on every time they're riding the reformer back and forth. Sometimes this has nothing to do with wheel maintenance or safety. It's just literally metal on metal friction that happens between the clips and the links of the reformer as you're moving back and forth. You do have the clips on the eye hook for the straps that just goes back and forth and creates this kind of like squeaky sound every time they scrape on. Trying to reproduce it here for you guys, but it's very light, right? So then you would have these two sliding off at the same time, and at the same time you will have these clips at the same time. So all these metal on metal frictions is what causes this little high-pitched squeak on the reformer when you're using it. Doesn't feel bumpy, it doesn't feel unsafe, you just hear this annoying squeak. The one way to make that go away is with 3-in-1 oil. A lot of people confuse the solution that you would use for WD-40 or a specific grease, but we don't use any grease on the exterior of the reformer, and we do not use WD-40 on any part of the reformer, especially not on the springs as we've heard people use them before. The only thing that will quiet this down is 3-in-1 oil, and you will not apply it onto the links, but you will apply some 3-in-1 oil onto a paper towel or a rag. We'll prefer a paper towel because you can dispose of it once you're done. You'll just put a very small amount on the edge of the paper towel. You'll grab the links, and if you can just remove the handle, you'll wipe down the inside of the link with this 3-in-1 oil. You're basically cleaning the link with the 3-in-1 oil. You don't need any excess amount of it. You don't need to do it more than once. Once you've lubricated both the link and the clip, that friction, the sound of that friction just disappears. Same thing happens with the eye hook that's underneath the carriage that holds the straps onto the carriage. If you just wipe down the inside of the eye hook with 3-in-1 oil or a rag with 3-in-1 oil on it, that whole friction, that sound, the high-pitched sound just disappears. The last place that you can add this solution onto will be the end of both springs. Mainly underneath the carriage, you would grab the gear bar and do the same thing and just clean the outsides of the link of the screws, of the springs. However, when it comes to cleaning the gear bar with the solution, we only wipe down the eye hook on the gear bar, and I'll show you which part I mean. So instead of wiping down the spring, which we keep touching to change springs, we only wipe down the inside of these hooks, and that would decrease the metal on metal friction between the springs and these eye hooks. Wiping down all these links, clips, and eye hooks with a little 3-in-1 oil would definitely take away the squeaky reformer, especially the high pitch.